Everyone celebrates when they get a wild card, the free pass into the tournament, the phone call that says, "You're in." Alex Eala got hers for Berlin, and then the draw dropped. And I want you to understand what that wild card actually means when you look at who is waiting on the other side of it. Round 1, Donna Vekic. World number 30, Wimbledon semifinalist. A player who just went to Queen's Club as a lucky loser, meaning she wasn't even supposed to be there, and reached the semifinals anyway, beating 2 Czech players back-to-back, playing twice in a single day without dropping a set. She is on fire right now. Win that. Round 2, Elena Rybakina. World number 2, Wimbledon champion, Australian Open champion, the most dangerous server in women's tennis, the kind of player most top 20 seeds try to avoid until the later rounds. Alex Eala is a wild card. She gets Vekic and then Rybakina. That is not a wild card. That is a trial. And the only question that matters is whether the Birmingham Champion who showed up 3 weeks ago is still in that body, or whether the Jovic loss took something out of her, because this draw will find out. Fast. Look, let's talk about Vekic first because she is being slept on in this conversation, and she absolutely should not be. Donna Vekic is 28 years old, Croatian, ranked number 30, and she is one of the most dangerous grass court players on the entire WTA Tour right now. She reached the Wimbledon semifinal in 2024. Not a fluke run, a full week of dominant tennis against quality opponents. And this week at Queen's Club, she showed up as a lucky loser, meaning she wasn't even supposed to be in the main draw, and she beat 2 Czech players, including Buskova, on the same day without dropping a set. She played twice in one day and won both. That is form. That is a player running hot. And here's the thing. Alex has played Vekic twice before, won both. The first time was at the ASB Classic in Auckland in January, a full 3-set match, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. Alex went down a set, came back, closed it out. Then 2 weeks later at the Kooyong Classic exhibition, same opponent, same result, 6-3, 6-4. 2 wins, 2 completely different contexts. One on hard court in a proper WTA event, one in an exhibition. The head-to-head belongs to Alex. But Vekic has never faced Alex on grass, and the Vekic who showed up at Queen's Club this week is not the same player who lost in Auckland in January. This is the match Alex needs to win, not just for Berlin, for everything that comes after Berlin, because here's what the draw path actually means if Alex gets through Vekic. Rybakina, world number 2, the Wimbledon champion who won the Australian Open this year, beating Sabalenka in the final 6-4, 4-6, 6-4. A player with a 31-8 record in 2026, currently the form player at the very top of women's tennis. Alex has played Rybakina before, and the head-to-head is not kind. Rybakina leads, but on grass for the first time, with Alex coming in as Birmingham champion and Rybakina coming in off a first-round bye with cold legs. That is a different equation than any of their previous meetings suggested. And the thing about Rybakina on grass that people forget is that she was upset by Katie Bolter at Queen's Club. The world number 2, top seed, Wimbledon champion, knocked out in the quarterfinals by a wild card on her home soil. Rybakina is beatable on grass. She's not unbeatable just because she won Wimbledon. And a left-handed serve that kicks into her backhand from angles she doesn't face from right-handed servers, that is a genuine weapon. Alex's lefty serve is the single biggest equalizer she has against any right-handed player on this surface. Now here is the bigger picture of why Berlin matters beyond just these 2 matches. Right now, Alex is ranked number 33 in the world. Before this grass season started, she was number 37 with 0 grass titles. She has earned over $61,000 in prize money in the last 2 weeks alone. She is 9 days away from Wimbledon, and Berlin is giving her the chance to do something that could change her Wimbledon draw completely. Crack the top 30 or even the top 25 before the seedings are set. Wimbledon seeds its players based on ranking. If Alex climbs into the top 24 before the seedings are announced, she gets seeded at Wimbledon. A seeded Alex Eala is protected from facing Sabalenka or Rybakina until at least the quarterfinals. An unseeded Alex Eala could get Rybakina in round 2 the same way she might here in Berlin. The difference between those two scenarios is enormous, and beating Vekic and pushing Rybakina in round 2 in Berlin, regardless of the result against Rybakina, earns her ranking points that directly affect where she lands in the Wimbledon draw. This is chess, and Berlin is the critical move before the biggest match of them all. Let me also say something about Vekic specifically that I think the Filipino fanbase needs to hear. Do not underestimate this match. I know the head-to-head is 2-0 for Alex. I know Alex has been the better player in both their meetings, but Vekic at Queen's Club this week looked like a completely different athlete to the one who lost in Auckland. She played twice in one day and was still moving cleanly, hitting cleanly, competing cleanly. She has been on the WTA Tour since 2011. She has been in Wimbledon semifinals. She knows how to compete when the moment is big, and Alex hasn't played a competitive match since Wednesday, 4 days ago, when she lost to Jovic in a match that, honestly, was not her best tennis. The first match back after a loss is always the test. Is she fired up? Has she processed it properly? Has she shaken off the bad habits that showed up against Jovic and come back with the clean, aggressive ball striking that made Birmingham feel like watching a completely different player? That is the question Berlin Round 1 answers. And I think the answer is yes, because of something Alex said at Queen's Club before the Jovic match. I felt right at home on grass. I'm trying to keep that momentum going. She wasn't talking about Birmingham as something she'd done. She was talking about it as something she's still doing, still carrying, still riding. A player who feels at home on a surface doesn't stop feeling at home because of one bad day. She finds it again. And a few days of rest, reset, and preparation in Berlin is exactly the environment to find it. Here's what I know about Alex Eala as a competitor that the draw can't measure. She is a player who rises in the moments where the stakes are highest. Indian Wells, qualifier, beats Goff. Birmingham, top seed, breaks a 6-year Czech curse in 3 sets in the final. These are not coincidences. This is character. And walking onto a Berlin grass court against Donna Vekic with Rybakina waiting in the next round, and Wimbledon 8 days after the final. That is exactly the kind of high-stakes environment where Alex Eala plays her best tennis. Vekic on Monday or Tuesday, Rybakina if she wins, then Wimbledon on June 29th. The draw is out, the path is clear, and the girl who started this grass season, ranked number 37 with no grass titles, who won Birmingham, who made the round of 16 at a WTA 500 in London, who earned over $61,000 in prize money in 10 days, who is now number 33 in the world. She knows exactly what is in front of her. So do we, and I genuinely cannot wait to watch her walk through it.